Oh, we got a bunch of last weekend 900 hikers, mountain climbers got stuck on Everest during a storm.
Well, there was 538 white people.
Yeah,
and then 300
like Sherpas,
Asians.
Yeah,
damn.
I know. On the Tibetan side.
Now Everest is called Park Slope all of a sudden.
I know.
Hey, whoa. I've read about this over the years. Is that what these guys are doing, these kind of rich white people who have like the thirst for adventure, they're just paying these Sherpas up the ass.
Yeah, it's a big industry.
Yeah.
You know what this is, though? Is like, I feel like, look, I don't want them to die, but I feel like if you're going to be like, I'm going to climb Mount Everest, the whole point of it is the thrill, and that if you get stuck, like, you should probably just die, take the L.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? Sure. Otherwise, it's like, what are you doing?
That was the point.
Isn't that the whole point? Is that this
point.
is like a death-defying feat,
right?
And that if you want to see if you want to be at the top of the world, you have to earn that,
right?
Or you have to perish in the process. You know what this is? This is like an above-ground submarine, like that submarine thing. What was that thing called? The deep dive, whatever.
The PlayStation controller.
They would use the PS controller. That's like that. You know,
turn on the subway, it goes PlayStation.
Yeah, they want to do hard shit on easy mode.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the idea is that it's all about. When you get that rich, it all becomes like, how do I feel alive, right? That becomes like, I want to buy that experience.
Yes.
Now, the country club is fun for a couple of drinks, couple of laughs, but you want to bring stories back to that country club. You want to be the coolest rich guy ever. It's all it is. It's not about fucking, learning about yourself and all that bullshit.
No, they want the photo op.
They want the photo op, dude. Because they want to be
and they want to bring back a Sherpa hat, and be like, and a picture of like, this is my 10 strong, my Sherpa. He was a great guy. We're still in touch,
We're bros. He doesn't text back, but it's fine. He's dead. No, but it's like once you get rich, you can't feel anything anymore. That rich. So what do you can't actually buy cool. So but they're trying to do that.
I know.
So now you have 500 people trying to buy cool, and now
and I want to have choke sex on the summit of Everest. Yeah. I need to feel something.
World's first pickleball court on K2. They want to bring their shit ass culture. I mean, you see those rich people in Jamaica. Like the invention of reggae was based on white people going to Jamaican resorts, and they were like, "Well, I don't want to hear Jamaican music. Fuck that. I want to hear like my shit." So all the big band people in Jamaica went to the resorts to make the white people happy. The Jamaican cities had no more music left. They started basically playing shit on the speakers, and reggae kind of started from that. It was all based on white people wanting shit at the resorts. Like, I want this shit. I want the best shit.
I always thought it evolved from ska.
Some white guys?
No, ska is a Jamaican invention.
I'm sure there's like a bunch of things. This is what I heard on like an NPR podcast. Are you trying to validate this with some NPR shit?
Come on, buddy. You trying to shut me up with NPR?
And
I am NPR. I'm not, but
all things considered, Usama's right. But that's what happened. So it's like the idea is like white people wanting their like rich life whenever they want it is causing issues right now.
Well, for them in this case, especially.
I mean, they can't buy a helicopter to get out.
They got off. They had
all of them got off.
Orchestrate this insane rescue mission
left the 300
to
Asians.
airlift 1,000 people from Mount Everest. You
think they just left the Asians there?
But yeah, I know. They're like, you got this,
Charchung. Yeah, we love you, man, but you know how to do. Yeah, you know how to get down. We don't know. I'm a weak guy. Because the Sherpas are also dying, bro. But here's the thing: the Sherpas, bro, they're not rich people. So they're like, you're getting 800% on the dollar in terms of like some guys like, I'll pay you anything just to get me up. He can feed his family for like a whole month off one trip.
He's like, here's $5, and they're like, wow, this is like my son's going to college.
Should I suck your dick too? I mean, Jesus Christ, this is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So I mean, the heart goes out.
I mean, I don't want these people to be hurt or injured, but I'm just saying, like, it is a little bit bitch ass to be like, oh, I'm going to climb Mount Everest with like with a dozen Nepalese people helping me get up the mountain, carrying me on their shoulders. Right, it's like, that's not the point. The point of climbing a mountain is like, there's intense struggle. Yeah. Right. You train for it. You struggle. You yourself build muscle as you're doing it. And then by the time you get to the top of the mountain, you are somebody who's truly worthy of being on top of the mountain.
Bro, there's a Starbucks up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's what's going on.
Well, they also leave like a bunch of trash up there. Oh, yeah. I'm like, dude, come on.
Well, there was the thing I also read before where like the peak was so crowded that people were just like falling over and like dying on the peak. And they were just looking at him like, if I go, I'll die.
Yeah.
So they just got to keep.
Yeah.
There's like a certain like trail where you go up the peak and you go back down. But it was so like you're just waiting in line in the queue and you're still, the peak is here, but you're still also at the peak basically. You're just like slowly losing oxygen. You're dying.
That's so crazy.
It's so gnarly. And at one point, it's like single file line on the peak. You actually can't go anywhere else. Dude. And it's like, dude, just go to Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, do American
Get on Ninja Warrior. That's a way simpler. You get to have your storyline.
Just take drugs. just do the drugs.
Do
at this
ketamine
point.
once,
You
bro.
know?
Instead of going on, K2, do some K2.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that?
The old school climbers were badasses. The ones who actually what was some of the guys who were just the original whites who did this.
Yeah, because they were willing to die for it. They're like, I'm an adventurer and this is what I'm doing, right? There wasn't a whole kind of Disney-fied experience of getting up the mountain, where it's like you've got your dozen elves, Nepali elves who are helping you get up the mountain,
Reindeer, go! Yeah. Go, 3
Yeah, hi, I'm John Smith, and these are my NPCs who are here to help me get up the mountain. Out of here.
Hello, sharks. Nepalis.
Just do the Titanic submarine tour again. You know what I mean? Just do that.
Watch out. Be safe. And don't die.
Don't die.